One decision took me from stuck in a dead-end job to senior software engineer. It wasn't luck and it wasn't easy, but it changed everything about my life and my family's future. Here's how it happened. Let's go back to November 2017. My wife and I had just gotten married. All parts of life should have been exciting. Personally, I was on a high, but when it came to work, honestly, I felt stuck. There was no growth. Raises barely happened, and promotions, they were practically extinct. I'd come home and often tell my wife how I just felt like I wasn't accomplishing anything. And the strange part, on the outside, people were looking up to me, but deep down, I was looking down on myself. And that disconnect, it was really heavy. I knew I wanted more, I knew I was capable of more, but I had no idea where to start. So that winter, I decided to bet on myself by enrolling in a coding bootcamp. I was desperate. So I poured everything I had into it, nights, weekends, every ounce of focus. And by early summer, I graduated, just knowing I was walking into a new career. But reality had other plans for me. For some people, coding boot camps are a golden ticket. They walk straight into their first role right after, but that wasn't my story. I worked with career services and submitted application after application, but nothing came from it. At this point, my confidence was truly in the gutter. I had no job offers, not even one. The devastation I felt in that moment was huge. This was a make or break moment for me. I needed this to work, or I would go back to the daily feeling of disappointment and mediocrity. But I had gaps in my knowledge and I had to face that reality. So I kept going. I taught myself what I was missing, rebuilt my confidence, and over time I started applying to jobs again. I had to have applied to over 100 at this point. But finally, one reply came in. I was so excited until I saw it was just an apprenticeship and that the pay was only $15 an hour. That was less than what I was making at the time. So I was prepared to pass on it. My logic was, let's keep looking and see what else might stick. But my wife, she thought otherwise. She told me to take it, so I decided to take her advice and go for it. That moment showed me the importance of having the right people in your corner, because sometimes their belief is what will carry you forward until your own belief catches up. But that apprenticeship became the foundation for everything. For the first time, I felt fulfilled in my work. My mindset shifted, and I wasn't just working. I was solving problems, creating value, and actually contributing. That role led to a full-time software engineer position where I kept learning, I kept delivering, and slowly I started climbing. I was promoted once and then a second time, and today I'm a senior software engineer. The crazy part, a few years earlier, I wasn't even sure if I'd break into tech at all. But looking back, there are a few lessons that I carry with me today that I can say this journey really carved into me. And that's first, sometimes progress looks like a step backwards. Taking that apprenticeship made no sense financially, but it was the smartest decision I made. Second, momentum is built, not given. The bootcamp didn't hand me a career like I expected, but filling in the gaps, teaching myself, and pushing through the rejections, that's what built my momentum. Third, your circle matters. Having my wife believe in me when I was doubting myself, that's what kept me from walking away. And don't get me wrong, the promotions are great, the title is great, but what really changed my life was everything around it. The flexibility to be home with my family, the financial security we never had before, the chance to build a future instead of just surviving in the present. Becoming a software developer didn't just change my career, it changed my life. And here's the thing, you can do the same. No, it's not easy. Yes, you'll want to quit at times, but if you bet on yourself, put in the work when no one's watching, and surround yourself with people who support you, you can get there. Your future is waiting. The only question is, are you ready to build it?